wonder, can you hear me now? Let's hope so. I don't want to record this again. Let me share my screen. Oops. Yeah. And that's share now. All right. To the top of the page. All right. This is the logistic regression video. This video, I'm presenting my logistic regression analysis using the ELS 2002 database and JASP. I will be covering two different models through this presentation. First one is the graduate school attendance predicted by writing an SESQ. The other one will be graduate school attendance predicted by SES race and their interaction between SES and race. I'll walk you through the model results, interpret the coefficients, explain the model fit, and interpret the estimated plots that's created in here. First, I'm going to take you to the writing plus SQS. I'm going to take you down to my model summary for question number one. The first model examines whether writing ability of social economic status predicts graduate school attendance. So moving down to the model here. The model is statistically significant due to chi-square being 1968.412, which is the p-value is less than 1, indicating that the predictors significantly improve the model compared to no mode that we showed. Next would be 0.2 out the 2GR2 squared, which you see is 0.187, meaning that the model improves prediction accuracy by about 18.7%, which indicates modest exponential power. I will go to the coefficients and go into the intercepts row, which is right here. All right, model one. See that the odds ratio is 2.742, which represents the baseline odds of attending graduate school for a reference group. SESQ2 and writing it as a mean moving to the SESQ1 here, you see the odds ratio is 0.59, meaning that individuals in this group have about a 41% lower odds of attending graduate school compared to the SESQ2s. Looking at the SESQ3s, odds ratio is 1.685, which is 0.169, so indicating 69% of odds compared to the SESQ2s. Now moving to the SESQ4s, the odds ratio is 0.56, meaning that the individuals have over a 450% higher odds of attending graduate school compared to the SESQ2s. So all SESQs do have a statistically significant p-value, which is shown in this coefficient chart, showing it's less than 0.001. So now moving on to the writing plot that's created right here. This plot shows that as the scores increase, the probability of attending graduate school also increases. And moving you to our SESQ plot, this plot shows that SESQ 4s here has the highest probability, followed by the SESQ 3s, 2s, and then the ones with the lowest probability. So overall, both writing ability and socioeconomic status are strong predictors of graduate school attendance. With the higher SES, writing scores significantly increase the likelihood of attending graduate school. Moving on to Model 2. I'll walk you down here to the model summary of grad school. And here you can see that, or let me take you back. First, the second model examines whether the SES or race and their interaction predict graduate school attendance. So first, take you to chi-square plus p value. The model is significantly or statistically significant with a chi-score of 1.75289 and the p-value point less than 0.001. And then moving on to our Jersey R squared, you see it's at a 0.135 or 0.135, indicating modest predictability. Now let's move down to our coefficients again. And look at the intercept here, where you see in the intercept is the odds ratio is 7.77, representing the baseline odds for the reference group, which is Asians, and when SES is at its means. Now we're down to our coefficients and show our ACS. So the odd numbers is 0.375, meaning that the Asians, a 1 unit increase in the SES increases the odds of attending graduate school by 134%. Moving on to the race variables. So Black came in at a 0.35%, meaning that 65% lower odds compared to the Asians. Moving to the Hispanics, you see at a 0.32 odds ratio, meaning that it's a 68% lower odds for the Hispanic race. Moving to the white here, it's a 0.447, it's 0.45, meaning that 55% lower odds compared to the Asians. All races are significantly statistical with the p-value less than 0.01, as you see, 0.001, as you can see here. Now, outside of the SES race, Black and Hispanic, we're going to move to those rows next. So the interaction between the SES race, or SES and the race shows that the interaction for Black and Hispanic is not statistically significant. However, the interaction of the white is significant. So when you look at the SES whites here, you see that you have a 1.91 odds ratio, meaning that the effect of the SES group or graduate school attendance is stronger than the whites compared to the Asians. So what that means is that the SES increases, white individuals experience a large increase in the likelihood of attending graduate school compared to the reference groups. Now, looking at my chart here, looking at my estimate plots and SCS. This plot shows a higher SCS increase of probability of attending graduate school. And then the other plot, which is the race. This plot shows that the Asians have the highest predictability probability, followed by whites, and blacks and Hispanics have the lowest probability. So that was my presentation. I do want to add though, the SES rates are significant predictors of graduate school attendance. Higher SES increases the likelihood of attending graduate school, and there are significant differences across racial groups. This interaction shows that the SES has a stronger effect of white individuals to be compared to the Asians. And with that, that is my presentation. Be a little better than that time. I did attach this file to the document, even though I know I have to link it, but it is added. So that being said, thank you for watching my video.